welcome back. So I'm about to install the RODI system under my bathroom sink. I was trying to find like an elegant solution, like mounting it up against the wall or maybe to the cabinet door, but I don't know. I think if I mount it up too high, I won't have access to shut off valve up here or easily able to read the PSI. And this door is too thin really to mount anything to. So I think for now I'm just gonna set them on the floor of the area here. So I've shut off water to this valve and I'm getting ready to do my thing. I've got this guy which goes in here between with a push fitting. This guy which is a little cutoff valve for the RODI system, and then this is supposed to be a drain kit, so you just plug it in here, drill a hole in this, and have a push fitting for that. So I'm not much of a plumber, so here goes. All right, man. So I got the RODI system set up. I wanted to give you a quick tour. I did decide to mount it to the wall because it takes up more space than I thought it would. So this gives me room underneath to store normal bathroom accoutrement and or other aquarium fixins. So here's basically what I did is from the shutoff valve, I've got this red line here that runs to a switch or a valve, I guess, and that runs back behind. I did a loop on all the lines. It would be a much cleaner looking install if I kind of tacked them up to the wall, but I wanted to leave loops in the lines so that whenever I change out the cartridges, I've got room to play and nothing gets yanked out and sprays water everywhere. So the black line here is the essentially exhaust line. For every gallon of good water that it makes 3 gallons of wastewater that's not usable. So that is just plumbed into the underside of the sink. I just drilled a little hole there. There's a piece of felt in between. And that's not going to be a high pressure line from the sink, so I'm not too worried about that leaking. And so it goes through these 3 canisters and eventually comes out this blue line in the back. That is routed down to here, which is the input side of the DI canisters. And then up here's a TDS meter that measures more or less parts of crap in the water, so you can see how much effectiveness you're getting, because it measures from the left side, which is before the DI, to the right side, which is after the DI. And then it comes out this tube here, which I'll run to the receptacle or garbage can or whatever. So it's supposed to run for about 2 hours before you actually have usable water. So let's turn it on and see what happens. Okay, water's going somewhere. Okay, I can see the pressure gauge rising. It's supposed to have 50 psi, I think is what they say, is a good number. Looks like I am just shy of that right now, and it's dropping. Okay, I think that means the system is fully primed, maybe. Settling in at just under 60, so that's great. I don't have to worry about boosting the water pressure. and no leaks. We're just gonna let that run for a couple hours and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, man. So the RODI system is set up and running. We're just gonna call it the Rody system from here on out. It's got a pretty good trickle going on here. So the parts per million before the DI system is reading 35. That's after the other filtration. But before the DI, 35 parts per million, and at the outside of it, 0 parts per million. So it's totally pure water. I want to show you the setup I've got for curing the rock now. I'm losing light here, so I brought my flashlight. So I got this 55-gallon tank. I've got a heater hooked up to the side here. I've got a little Ciche power head, and then I got 100 pounds of rock. As soon as I get enough juice out of the water maker, I'll fill this thing up and seal it for about a month, and that's it. See you next time.